Welcome back, NBA fans. It's Jobless GM here. Today I want to talk about the contenders of this year's season, and who I think are pretenders, and who do I think will ultimately be in the finals and win it all. So, I'm going to start off with the honorable mentions. I'm going to piss some people off, but here are my honorable mentions. I got a ton here. But I think there's only 6 contenders, so honorable mentions. Suns vibes are looking awful. Someone was saying like that media day was so depressing, like the most depressed that people have seen it. Suns not looking good. Nets also, the vibes are a little bit off, and I'm worried about their playmaking. Kyrie's a good playmaker. KD's a good playmaker. They don't really have someone who can really control the game with their playmaking and get shots by other people. And I'm worried about their rim protection too. They really don't have solid rim protection. The Mavs, they just don't have enough talent around Luka. Grizzlies, they lost some important depth with Kyle Anderson, DeAnthony Melton. They lost someone else too, Tyus Jones. Cavs, I think they're too young, and I think they're going to have a full year of gelling and continuing to get better to actually compete. Heat. Sorry for the Heat slander. I know we always underestimate them, and they end up doing better than we think. But I don't think you can win with Jimmy Butler as your best player. He's a hell of a playoff player, but he's just not a top 5, top 7 guy in the league that you need to win a championship. So, and I'm worried about the offense around him. Lakers. Lakers are such a weird team. If they get rid of Russ, there's a chance, but they're just so top heavy. Their depth is so bad, and we don't even know if AD is really going to have a season like that we need from him. So yeah. Last honorable mention is the Pelicans. The Pelicans could surprise some people this year, but ultimately, I don't see where the defense is coming from outside of Herb Jones. It's gonna be probably a top 5 offense if I had to guess, but their defense is just not gonna be near top 5, and that's you need a top 5 defense and a top 5 offense to really contend, and that's just not gonna be the Pels. All right, in the East, 3 contenders. In the West, 3 contenders. Let's start out East. Sixers. This could be your year. This could be the year that it finally comes together for y'all. I don't know. I'm excited about Maxey improving. Joel probably going to have an MVP caliber season. And Harden won't have to be the best player on the team because we know he chokes in them playoffs. We know it. It's the truth. I'm sorry, Sixers fans. All right, Bucks, best player in the world, Giannis. We know what that man does. I'm a little worried about the depth on that team. If Joe Ingles can play like the Joe Ingles of the Jazz, his Jazz days, like that would be super, super important for that team. But they got elite defense, half-court offense. Yeah, it's a little shaky, but they got the best player in the league, Giannis. Anything is possible with that man. Celtics, last team that I think could be contenders. They made the playoffs. The finals this past year. But yeah, the Ime Udoka stuff, we don't know how that's going to affect them. But I hope Tatum is coming back after that awful finals performance. And comes back with a vengeance. We know Kobe's his idol. Hopefully he's got that Mamba mentality coming back this season. I'm hyped. They got Malcolm Brogdon for some extra depth, a nice playmaker. I think that was really important. A healthy year from Robert Williams. I know he's out at the start of the season, but he's so important to what they do. Defensive player of the year type dude. So yeah, that's other contender. All right, in the West, we got the Clippers. The Clippers. They're also a weird one. They're a weird one. But their talent is undeniable. We got Kawhi. We got PG. We know Kawhi is built for the playoffs. We know he's gonna sit his ass out in the regular season, but it's fine because they got a lot of depth. They got like 70 million wings, so they're set there. They got size. Yeah, it's really up to them gelling during the season, getting some run with PG and Kawhi in the lineups, and it's possible. John Wall is looking solid, and in the preseason, it's just preseason, but yeah, feeling good about the Clippers. Warriors, the second team in the West that could contend. I mean, they won the whole thing. We have yet to see how that Draymond punch is going to play out. That was a nasty one. But yeah, you got that boy Steph. He's nice. So yeah. And we just know that team works together. They got depth. They got youth now, athleticism. And they got Draymond Green, who's an elite team defender. And overall a good leader when he's not punching people in the face. Nuggets, the last team in the West that is a contender for me. I think they're going to be have the best record in the league. They're going to be nice. And Jokic is finally going to be able to show that he is that dude. Because now he's got weapons on his team again, finally. Jamal Murray's coming back. Michael Porter Jr. is coming back. It's going to be a big season. So yeah, it's going to be a good year. 6 contenders, which is insane. Dude, the parity in the league, like, this is what every NBA fan dreams of. And my finals picks, I'm guessing, this is tough, but my guess is the Nuggets are going to represent the West. Sixers are going to represent the East. And this is the year for the Sixers. I'm calling it now. There's a lot of question marks, but I mean, not even that many question marks, but it's kind of just Harden. But Embiid's health. But I think if everything works out, I think they can be champions in June. Those are my contenders, pretenders. Thank you. I rock with y'all. I appreciate all of you for watching. I love y'all, and peace.